Blood. 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 And bits of... oh wait, no, it's just more blood. You can't think of Warhammer without thinking about chaos, and you can't think about chaos without thinking about the Blood God. Khorne is the poster boy for endless conflict. He's rage incarnate, the axe father, the bellowing avatar of slaughter who sits atop a throne of skulls in a fortress of brass surrounded by a moat of boiling blood. We really can't stress this enough. Khorne is very angry, like a British person signing off an email with regards. Khorne and his fellow dark gods reside in the infernal realm of chaos, a vast, formless limbo conjured from the dreams and ambitions of mortal creatures. Here, the ruinous powers are locked in eternal conflict, and their supremacy is in constant flux, but Khorne is considered the most powerful. Like all Chaos gods, Khorne has mortal followers, but he has no temples. His place of worship is the battlefield, and building any kind of edifice in his honour will be like trying to cheer up a Nile crocodile with interpretive dance. To follow Khorne is to dedicate yourself entirely and selflessly to violence and destruction, and that singular purpose is reflected in the way he wages battle. You won't find spellcasters among his ranks, and his units are unusually resistant to the effects of magic. Khorne also prefers the flesh-rending intimacy of melee combat to the cowardice of ranged attacks. In short, Khorne is about as subtle as assassinating someone with an anvil. A red tide of frenzied melee specialists who can cut through enemy infantry like wet bread. There's little artistry to Khorne's slaughter, we'll leave that to the more performative Slanesh, but there is variety. Alongside his human followers, ranks of bloodletters sprint from one enemy to the next, accumulating strength as they kill. Slavering fleshhounds chase down enemy units. Terrifying shock cavalry, mounted upon demonic juggernauts, pulverizes enemy lines. And then there are the bloodthirsters, the greater demons of Khorne, peerless harbingers of destruction that take to the skies on massive wings, batter down gates, and roast enemies inside their armour. There are also some more esoteric options, such as the Blood Shrine, although shrine probably conjures the wrong image of goblets, altars and quiet ritual. This is more like a furious motorbike that drinks people, a relentless, screaming demon engine that heals itself by grinding lesser creatures beneath its wheels. The Skull Cannon is Khorne's only concession to ranged combat, essentially the Blood God's way of saying, yes, you can shoot people, just so long as it somehow involves skulls. It's perhaps the only piece of artillery that can hold its own in melee combat, and it can replenish its ammo by killing people. That's right, it's a cannon that can literally beat you in a fight, then fire your own skull back at your still grieving friends. Khorne's attachment to senseless violence might lead you to think that strategy is unimportant, but the limitations to Khorne's roster actually require you to think more tactically. You're often outnumbered, you have no magic, and your ranged attacks are limited to a cannon that wants to fight people. This means you need to use precise planning if you want to spill enough blood to keep the god of war sated. The good news is that when you finally reach your enemies, there are few forces, if any, that can withstand the ferocity of Khorne's attacks. Play us out, rabid followers of the Blood God.